Today, I'm gonna teach you how to fix the dreaded start-stop warning, start-stop unavailable, whenever your auxiliary battery needs to be changed. There we have it. All right, let's get to it. This is the battery that I bought from Amazon. It's the off-brand that has 56,000 positive reviews. So, all right, this should take 10 minutes. And it only requires 3 pieces. 1, a plier or a vice grip. 2, a 10mm socket. And 3, an extension for that socket. And you'll understand there's a bolt that is pretty deep that you have to get to. So I'm putting it on a drill where you can also use a socket wrench. All right, let's get to changing this. To get access to the batteries, there is this air duct, very easy to pull out, doesn't require any tools. You just pull up on the front, and it has these 2 little ball pins that pop in. You lift it up, and then just pull right out of that air box. Okay, super easy. Set this over to the side. And this is the auxiliary battery that we're going to be changing. Now, this is a 2018, and it's much more accessible than some of the others I've seen online that have all the insulation around the batteries and stuff. But this one is going to be pretty simple, and there's 3 parts that we need to, or 3 bolts we have to loosen. There's a 10mm here, a 10mm here, and a 10mm holding the strap. This one's the negative, that one's the positive. You always want to disconnect your negative first. All right, I'm gonna start off by taking off the negative with my 10mm. As with any pieces that you're pulling out, put them in a safe place to make sure they don't fall down into the well underneath. We've all lost something in a Pacifica, right? Okay, now that we have those 2 loose, disconnect the negative, disconnect the positive, and then we're gonna go ahead and get that strap. Oh, I think, you know what? The positive, the rubber is a little under the strap, so I'm gonna do the strap first. This is where the extension really comes in. You can see how deep it is down here. Now this is a really long bolt, hence the reason that I'm using the drill as opposed to socket wrench. Okay, now that we have those 3 loose, we're gonna pull up the strap first because the rubber protector for the positive actually goes under the strap a little bit. So we're gonna pull the strap away, pull up the rubber guard, and then disengage the positive. Getting the battery out is one of the more difficult parts of this process. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift it up, we're going to move it up towards the front, and then we're going to rotate it back towards the windshield, and then pull it out from its side. All right. The batteries, as you can see, are the same size. We have the YTX14-BS, this is the auxiliary battery. Again, this battery that I bought from Amazon is $50 when I purchased it, and it has 55,000 positive reviews. Now, what you'll notice is this has the pins in it. This does not. This comes with these screws and these bolts, which actually don't quite fit well into the Chrysler Pacifica. So now we have to get this off. To get these pins out to place into our new battery, you can use a Torx E5. You can also use a 5/32 socket, or you can use a vice grips. You want to grab it on the top, not on the threads. I'm using the 5/32 socket. All right, so when you buy this battery, it comes with a bolt and some screws, and I have to say, this one will not fit in the positive or negative cable. We take the nut provided and slide it into here, and then take the posts and screw it into there. Gonna tighten this down. Not super tight, just tight enough to be firm. To reinstall the battery, we're gonna take it and make sure that the positive is pointed towards the windshield. And again, we're gonna go in the same way that we came out. We're gonna go in down straight sideways and then rotate it up where it seats. Rotate it up into place and it seats right at the bottom. Okay, we're gonna take the strap and just set it down there. And the first things that we'll do is we'll take the positive first, reconnect it. Gonna start by going finger tight with this, then bring in the drill. The rubber cap can sit underneath that strap a little bit, so it sits right over the terminal, and then the strap can actually hold it in place. Okay, so now that we have the positive back on, we still have not connected the negative, and I'll show you why. We're gonna do the strap next. In order to reset the start-stop, we have to disconnect the negative from the auxiliary battery and the negative from the main battery. You have to leave this for about 20 minutes to let electrical system reset. 20 minutes has passed, the negative back on the main battery, and then we'll connect the negative on the auxiliary battery. I don't think I mentioned this before, but on the main battery, this also is a 10mm nut. Now to reconnect our auxiliary battery, all right, last step is reinstalling the air duct, which just seats right into the air box and then comes down and has two little snaps here. All right, let's go start her up. Okay, now that we disconnected both batteries for 20 minutes to allow the IBS sensor to restart, let's give it a whirl. Oh, no stop start warning. Looks like we did it. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, tell your friends who have Chrysler Pacificas. Thanks so much. I'm gonna keep learning and then showing you how to do stuff. See you next time.